Hi everyone, my name is Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the In Your Wildest Dreams book tag. I was very kindly tagged by Ellen over at Ellen Made Book Club, and I will pass it along to a couple more people at the end of this video. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into the questions. The tag was originally created by Heather from Heather Reads. Let's just jump right into it. So question number 1 is your fantasy time and place to read a book. Fall. Fall is my favorite season by far. I love when it's cool or kind of like cold and crisp in the air, where I can like kind of crack a window and like be under a cozy blanket with a cup of tea, or like I can be outside in the garden and I'm like wrapped up. I've got fuzzy socks on, I've got a blanket or like a scarf on. Like, yeah, I'm definitely like a cool, and like the evening is getting like dark and maybe the candles are lit, maybe it's dim lighting. Like, I don't know, I'm very cozy all the way for sure. Question number 2 is your fantasy personal library, or your personal library if you have attained your fantasy. One massive room. Like, I literally picture Beauty and the Beast. Picture when Beast opens the door for Belle to that library. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm talking about. One big massive space in my future home for all of my books, sliding ladders, they're there. There is a tea cart. There is expensive biscuits on that tea cart, expensive tea on that book cart. It is floor to ceiling bookshelves. There is no gaps. It is floor to ceiling. Okay, there's those little tab things that slide in so that you know which genres you're going to. Like, for real, it is like my like book haven. That is my fantasy book library. Like, lots of natural light, maybe like a green kind of like plushy chair with like a big fuzzy blanket on it. One of those glass cabinets, you know, the ones in like antique stores or like at like rare used booksellers have, like where it's like a locked glass cabinet for like special editions or like my favorite books. That's in there. It's green. Like, it's there. Candles, like there's candles lit. There's like on the wall ones. What are those called? Scones. They're there. Those like classic ones that you used to see in like libraries, like the green glass, and they sit on the. Should I put a picture of it? I'm gonna put a picture of what I'm talking about. There, it's there. I should do a whole mood board at this point because this question is really getting me excited. But yeah, the personal library is. I dream about it every night, every single night. Question number 3. Imagine you've decided to build a bookshop. What would you call it? Would you sell new or secondhand books? Would you sell anything else? And what features would you want in your shop? I love this question. I kind of dressed especially for it. I would call it Emerald Books, like diamonds and rubies and all those, but emerald green is my favorite color, so it's definitely going to be in the title somehow. I would sell new and secondhand. I feel like you can't. I feel like you're missing one market or the other if you don't do both. So I'd have to do both. If I had to pick which one, I'd go secondhand because I would prefer to offer more inexpensive books to people. But if I could pick both, I'd go with both. Other things for sale: tea and biscuits. There is a drink bar. It's exclusively tea. I'm sorry to the coffee drinkers. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. It's gonna be tea. Tea and biscuits, that's what you can buy. Candles and incense sticks, definitely you can buy there. I would do like a lot of like little bookish accessories, so like bookmarks, like little like reading lights, thumb holders, maybe bookends for your bookshelves. Yeah, a lot of like little bookish accessories. And then what does it feature? Lots of dark greens to match with like the Emerald Books kind of like theme. Easy to maintain plants. I'm not a huge plant person. If you notice, one of my plants, you know when you're like, I can't remember which side I'm on, that's a cactus. That thing barely needs to be watered. It is thriving in this home. That above is just a felted piece, and it's also a cactus. Like, that's what I'm talking. Easy to maintain plants for sure. Cozy seating, the rolling kind of ladders for the shelves, lots of natural light, but when it gets dark, there's a lot of like very like mood lighting, like little lamps everywhere. It's like very yellow, kind of like cozy lighting. Oh, my cat Yuki is definitely there. My little cat Yuki, who's fast asleep right now. There's little beds scattered around. You might even find one like in a shelf, like the bottom shelf. She's 12 years old. She's not jumping that high, but you will find little beds scattered around so she can kind of browse with you guys, and she's walking with you and like sleeping, and yeah, she would be the shop cat for sure. But yeah, those would be the vibes. Maybe some maybe some brown, maybe some gold. I don't know, like maybe accents like that. Again, I'm gonna say that word for a second time. Scones. Is that scones? Can someone correct me if I'm saying that word wrong? Because I feel embarrassed if I'm saying it wrong. But the thing in the wall with the lights, they're cool and they're medieval looking. Anyway. Okay, question number 4. One person, not a Booktube creator, with whom you can have good conversations about books. If you don't know a person like this, who do you know that you wish would become a reader so that you could talk about books with them? I'm going to go with my friend Jess, my real life friend Jess, who I know, who I don't know knows that I make YouTube videos, but anyway, regardless, she's definitely the biggest reader that I knew, like when I was younger, like in high school, like as young adults and like university. She was constantly reading. She was like the person I aspired to be like when it came to reading, and she was just so knowledgeable about like writing and writing styles, and she studied Latin in university. Like she's just so cool when it comes to stuff like this. So I feel like she and I get along really well, but also our tastes in books are really similar, especially around like fantasy and like those kinds of like genres and subgenres. And I don't know, I just feel like we would connect really well and have a good conversation. Yeah, I don't know. I just really like this question actually, and it kind of like kicks me in the butt to be like, I should like just text her, call her more, and like talk about this. I feel like it's kind of something that's fallen to the wayside for the two of us, which is like we're very separate, as like we read our own thing and then we just post it on Goodreads of like I read this and I rated it this, but we don't like talk about it with other people. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of want this question to inspire me to reach out to her more and talk more about books with her. And last question number 5. If I won $1 million or pounds or yen or euros or whatever, and I could spend it on books or book related items, how would I spend it? Okay, I'm going to start with the obvious, the one that everyone's thinking of. Yes, I would spend it on books. I have a want to read list on Goodreads that's over 330 books. I would buy every single one of them. No questions asked. I would buy lots of bookshelves. I would sell my current house. This is not a joke. I would sell my current house. I would buy a new house that has that dedicated like fantasy library, like big room. I would buy sliding ladders, I would buy shelves, I would buy glass cases, I would buy a comfy couch, I would buy teas and biscuits and a tea cart. Like I would buy all of the stuff that I listed in question 2 of what is my fantasy library. I would buy all of them. Candles, incense, absolutely everything. Yeah, I would definitely create like a book heaven for me on earth. Yeah, I would definitely do that. I love this question because you're just like, oh, the dream. That would be the dream. But anyways, I will leave it there. Thanks very much for Ellen for tagging me in this video. This was a blast, and it kind of gave me an excuse to wear my favorite color, which is green, to represent Emerald Books, which is coming to a place near you soon. Just kidding. I don't have that kind of money, but I do have that kind of aspirations. I'm going to pass it forward. I'm going to tag Justin from Read More Books and Sue from Sue 101. So take care. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you with one very soon. Bye-bye.